Okay, I have two companion pieces. I like to start out with the... Anyway, it doesn't really matter. This is called Moral to the Story. Religion Incorporated will rise up against Imperialism Industries International. The brutality and savagery of the holy wars would escalate. The Bible says, Armageddon, the place where the last decisive battle between the forces of good and evil is to be fought before the day of judgment, Revelation 16:16. But without the forces of good among these combatants, you cannot fulfill the prophecy. The holy wars become nothing more than a rhetorician's podium of idealism without empathy. The forces of good would go underground. Jesus was a force of good on the outskirts of Jerusalem, at Golgotha, on a mound of rock that resembled a man's skull, crucified by the Romans in the 1st century A.D. Gandhi was a force of good, shot to death at point-blank range by a religious fanatic on January 30th, 1948, as he was crossing the lawn at the temple. Nelson Mandela was a force of good, political prisoner in South Africa for 27 years, 1963 to 1990, jailed for opposing Africa's policy of racial separation, known as apartheid. Martin Luther King was a force of good, shot to death by an assassin's bullet on April 4th, 1968, while standing on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel, 450 Mulberry Street, Memphis, Tennessee. The forces of good are out there, but you must always keep a low profile when looking through open windows. Open a door, look outside. Good is there somewhere, but it won't come to you. You have to find good among the sensations of life. The forces of good are not in an application. They're not on your iPad or your iPhone. They're not in your computer or a video game. They're not on a 1080p LED 3D TV or a Blu-ray disc. They're not in an IMAX theater or a virtual world. In fact, the forces of good may be somewhere in the iWorld, but nobody can see them there. It's kind of a safe haven with stealth technology where the forces of good can hide out. But if you take a trip to the Purple Mountains' majesty, climb a snow-capped peak, stand on nature's shoulders, look out across the horizon from sea to shining sea, look at a sunset, look at a sunrise, ponder a moonbeam, ponder a ray of sunshine, listen to a forest at daybreak, listen to a forest at nightfall, unlock your doors of perception. The forces of good will come to you in ways far beyond our fear of humankind, in ways far beyond the images of our humanitarian visionaries. Fly, my child of the universe, fly. Pick a spot, hitch a ride on a ladybug's wing. Fly on dandelion's breath. Pick a star, ride the wind on a blade of grass. Good is out there, and it's waiting for you to fly into its arms. The forces of good are in the pocket of your favorite coat. Put it on, go outside. The world is your pillow. Sleep with it. Rise in its sunshine. The forces of good will come to you in a dream, and you know dreams can become reality. Or have you forgotten?